Aloha and welcome to Hi Now Daily. We've got so much going on in today's show. We've got Verizon here because they are gearing up for back to school with a variety of products to keep our students safe and, of course, connected. We'll also check in with friends from the American Red Cross to reflect on their impact in the community these last 2 years. But first, we are starting with an event celebrating Queen Liliuokalani's birthday at Iolani Palace. And that's why we brought in our good friend Paula Akana here. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, mahalo for inviting.
Yes.
Excited.
And you're going to be inviting everybody in for an event August 31st. Tell them all about
August
that.
31st is our poi supper. So we do a fundraiser every year, but it's really expensive to do fundraisers at the Palace. We're a beautiful venue, but we don't have the tables, the chairs, the tents. We don't have any of that. And so, you know, growing up, I couldn't afford to go to a fundraiser at the Palace. And the first one I went to was when I covered it for the news.
Wow.
So we've tried to do something a little more simple. We have wonderful sponsors, which is HNC, Hawaii Native Corporation, and Hui Huliao. And so them and some other table sponsors, Kamaʻāina Schools and Hawaiian Airlines, has helped us so that our tickets can be $100, which is a lot less than what we normally have. And it's just a wonderful evening. There's no alcohol. It's just Hawaiian food, maybe some shave ice.
Ooh, everybody loves shave ice, right?
And fun. You know, it's the tables with the brown paper. When we did it last time, the kids were running around drawing on the table and just having a lot of fun. And music, we'll have Natalie Ai Kamau, who's going to be celebrating our queen.
Her voice, holy moly. I mean, it's going to really be an epic night. And I mean, you mentioned it is expensive to have these events there, but to have this one time a year, it really is something special. So for those who are interested, are tickets available now?
Tickets are available. Just go to our website, which is iolanipalace.org, and you can do tickets at $100, or you can do a table of 8 for $1,000. And the proceeds are going to helping us with the Palace, and it's repair and maintenance that's much needed. It's for a dynamic exhibit we're going to be opening, and there's a lot. It's a 143-year-old building, so this old house always needs some help.
Oh gosh, needs the improvement because it's so important for us to have Iolani Palace open to the public to come in and enjoy, because it is all about our history, our culture, and making sure that we have it upright for everybody to enjoy, right?
Definitely.
Okay, and speaking of beautification of Iolani Palace, you guys are doing some construction right now. Things are happening. Big things are coming. Tell them about that.
Big things are happening. So next year, at the end of the year, hopefully in time for King Kalakaua's birthday in November, we're going to be opening a dynamic exhibit that's going to encompass the entire basement. And so when you go to the Palace, that first and second floor is kind of a museum, a house museum we call ourselves, but the basement will be a traditional museum. And it goes through kingdom diplomacy, Kalakaua's trip around the world, and treaties, and then it takes us through the overthrow, the Kaua or Civil War, the counter-revolution, through annexation, and through today's sovereignty movements. So I think it gives everybody a little taste of our history, so they have a better understanding of our lahui and a better understanding of the dynamic sovereign Hawaiian nation that once was here.
That's incredible. Even more a reason to be supporting Iolani Palace, the Friends of Iolani Palace, whether it's donations or coming to visit. For our Kamaʻāina, there's also a special on the Sundays, right?
Kamaʻāina Sunday is always a lot of fun. It's the second Sunday of the month. And we have a wonderful grant from Hawaii Tourism Authority with the Kukulu Ola. And so we're able to bring in hula, music, a cultural practitioner. So this month, actually this weekend, we'll be having Kamaka Kehau Fernandez performing, Kavika Kahiapo, Chelsea Ai will be bringing her halau, and then our cultural practitioner is Kavika Namida, who's a hulu expert. And so those are first come, first serve. It's only like 20 people that come to the class when the gates open at 8:30. And he's going to be teaching you how to take feathers and turn them into flowers.
Yes.
So it kind of recreates the vase that we have in Queen Kapiolani's bedroom.
Wow, I've seen his work up close and personal, and wow, it is so intricate, so detailed, and just stunningly beautiful. So a sight to see if you are there this Sunday, you mentioned.
This Sunday.
Yes.
And it's always second Sunday of every month we have something.
Perfect. And if people wanted to get more information about Poi Supper fundraiser. You can just scan the QR code right there on your screen. It also has information about Kamaʻāina Sundays as well. Paula, thank you so much for joining us and for all the information today.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, so go ahead, go get those tickets. One of a kind celebration celebrating Queen Liliuokolani. All right, and now a new segment in our Olelo Hawaii series. We believe that Hawaiian language deserves a regular and visible place in our mainstream media. Let's check in with our guest host, Kaiʻokalani Damas.
Aloha nui loa kākou e nā hoa makamaka I keia ke kahi mahele pukaina o ka kākou mahele Olelo Hawaii o Hainau Daily. E iau ke kahi o nā waha Olelo Kaiʻokalani Damas me koʻu mau hoa walaau o keia lā o kainani ka hauna ele a me kaniau lono hapai. Aloha nui kākou.
Ai, aloha mai.
Mahalo nui loa ka hele ana mai walaau mea ui keia lā. Make wau e ninau ia olua e pili ana I keia mea he velo o hana. O iai, ma hope o ka holo ana o kia mau makahiki, ka ulu hou ana o ka ike Hawaii a me ka Olelo Hawaii, ua hoʻomaka nā ohana e hoʻi hou I ke a'o ana I ka ike Hawaii loko ka ohana o kainani o oi ke kahi o ia mau kānaka. No leila, e olu mai oe, vehe mai I keia holo ana o kou mana'o e hoʻi I keia mau hana Hawaii I loko ka ohana a ma leila e pa'ai.
He ohana mele ko'u. Ea, ua hana ia wau e ko'u mau kupuna kua kahi, ko'u makua. O ke mele ka mea o ke lala ke iala. I loko no na e o ka pa'a ole o ka Olelo Hawaii ko'u wā keiki, na ke mele I kokua mai ia ui kia o I ka Olelo Hawaii. No laile, I ko'u ho'oholo ana, he Olelo Hawaii ka'u Olelo o ke lala ke iala me ka ohana, o ke mele ka mea e pihana ka hana o ke lala ki ia la. Nui ka ike o ke mele, a he hana lea, he mea e hana I ke keiki, ka makua, ke kupuna, nui ka waiwai o ke mele. A ua ike au, he mea ke la e launa puai e ho'oulu ana no hoi ka ike o ka ohana.
No leila, a ole keia he mana o hou I loko ou, he velo maoli I loko o kou ohana mai mamua mai.
Pela no, aka oi aku ka hoi kaika ana. No ka mea e kalele ana maluna o nā mele o ke la me kia mokupuni, ka ike o nā kupuna I loko ke mele. Oia ka mea waiwai loa, a mamaki wau e hānai pua no hoi I keia mau mana o mai ka wā kamali'i mai. He mea lea. No laila, I ka wā e launa ai mana pāina, I ka wā e a'o ana I ke kula. O ia mau no, ke ia mea.
A o oe, ka niaulono, o oe, ka hua o ke ia a'o ana I loko ka ohana, pehea ke la hanai ia ana?
I koʻu manaʻo he mea koʻi loa, ke la ano hanai ia ana, a makemake e ike hou ia mana ohana o kia la, no ka mea mai ka wā keiki ai keia wā o ke mele a me ka Olelo Hawaii nāla kaʻi oia I o ke ola. A ke ike nei wau ma koʻu mau pokiʻi. A I loko o ke kahi he mea e loa mai ai nā pomaikaʻi a me nāla e imiho ai ka naʻawao ma waena o ko mākou kaiaulu.
Ua ike oe I keia hana a kou makuahine I kou wā liʻiliʻi? I ka wā hea paha I ike ai oe, ke hana nei oia me ka manao.
I koʻu wā kula ki e paha.
A hoʻomaikaʻi ia oe, a kahi a puka mai ke kula ki e. Ua lohe I ka o kou mauhana maikaʻi loa I loko ke kula. He aha pehea I kokua ai ke ia a'o ana I ke mele, ka ike mele Hawaii I loko o kau mauhana e lawe nei?
I koʻu manaʻo o ke mele, no ka mea ke a'o ia no ka ʻaina, no nā kupuna, no ka lāhui, ai ka la I ke apau ma ke mele, a oia ke kahi hana puna hele au, no leila ina himeni wau, ina ho'olohe wau ina mele, hiki au ke a'o a hana lea I ka wālike, no leila. Aia ka ike apau ma hau kahi wahi.
Pololei, nani maoli. A, po mai kaʻi kako ma Hainau Daily I keia la, no ka mea, e komo ana o lua I loko ka himeni no mākou, ua mamake wau, ma mua o ka lele ana I keia himeni ana, e vehe mai paha o lua I keia mele a o lua e himeni ana, o vai, nā vai I haku, mai hea mai keia mele?
O ka maua mele e himeni ai, oia o a he nani ka laula o puna, he mele ma o ko mamai haku ai no ka punana leo o Kauai, ma kekahi pahana a kahuli leo lea no ka haku ana I nā mele hou no ke la me kia punana leo ka Kamaʻāina. No leila, oiai no ka waʻi mai, ko mau ohana, ua haku ia keia mele, o ahena ni ka laulau puna a he mele ma ka ikaʻi ma kekahi ano e ike ai nā keiki punana leo no ke la me kia moku o ka waʻi.
Mahalo nui, mahalo nui. Nui ke kaua ka manao I ka lohe I keia mele a ole e haalele o kou e nā hoa makamaka he hoi hou mai no koe e lohe ai kako I keia mele o ahena ni ka laulau puna. Aloha nui loa kako.
Great storytelling begins with deep connections. Hawaii News Now and Kamehameha Schools are launching a new hands-on media training program that sharpens your skills, your technical talents, while rooting you in community. Refine your craft while amplifying the mo'olelo that matter most to Hawaii. Apply for Kalele at kaiaulu.ksbe.edu.
Aloha and welcome back to Hainal Daily. The first week of school is here for students across the islands. And now that the kids are settling into their new classes, it's the perfect time to make sure that they have the technology they need to succeed. And right now we are here with Erin Sionko of Verizon. He's the executive director there. I know that you guys have a lot of specials going on, especially for the month of August.
Yes.
So thank you for joining me today.
Mahalo for having us.
Yes, let's talk story about all these deals. They're big, they're mega. I mean, free phones and stuff like that.
So literally, if you think about all the deals that typically happen on Black Friday, they're better now than they are for the holiday season.
Whoa.
So, Verizon's focused right now on Verizon Family Month, understanding back to school, and this is an important and exciting time for families. So, in addition to having amazing deals, value offers that we have for our customers, and also digital wellness, because understanding our responsibility when we connect everyone with this connectivity, that it's important for us to be able to teach parents how to be responsible and help their children be responsible, monitor if they need to, because again, safety is important when you're using all these connected devices. So, but talking about the deals, so Rachel, almost every phone is free at this point. So iPhone 16 Pro, iPhone 16 Plus, free without having to trade in your old device. On new selected unlimited plans when you're adding a new line of service. If you're a power user and you want the 16 Pro, that's free if you're on our unlimited ultimate plan as well. So again, iPhone users, you're covered. Now, if you own a Samsung, if you want an Android device, the S25, S25 Plus, those are free as well without having to trade in a device. And if you want a 25 Ultra or maybe a 25 Edge or even like the Pixel 9,
wow,
free.
It sounds like you're talking about cars, man. Like there's
Crazy,
this and this, and there's so many things to choose from now in the phone world.
Right.
Okay, let's talk about these deals. This is for the month of August, right?
Correct.
So going into the school year, you might have thought, hey, maybe my kid is not ready for a phone yet because maybe they're a little young. What do you suggest for the keiki who are maybe in elementary school and they just need some connection with their parents?
As a parent that has young children, that was definitely something that weighed heavily on my mind. So you'll see here on the table, we have the Gizmo Watch 3. So this Gizmo actually is a watch that allows parents to stay connected to their children. It allows them to set up geofencing. So if a child leaves an area, you can set up an alert as a parent to get notifications so that way you know your child is where they should or should not be. And then it also acts as a communication tool because the children can connect with you, they can call, they can message, and obviously as a parent you can connect with them. And there's one cool feature called SOS. So if your child's in a situation where they need to get a hold of somebody and they, it's an instant like moment of need, they can hold down a button and it'll call you automatically.
That's great. I mean, it's just peace of mind, being able to send your kids to school, of course, to learn and stay focused on the task at hand. But then if they need mom or dad, they needed to get a little help or just to keep that connection between them, they've got this watch here. So that's perfect for the elementary age students or maybe anybody who's interested in something like this. But then we're gonna go up a little bit and we're gonna talk about the high school students. This is kind of important right now since everybody's always on their phones, right?
Yes, so like making sure that, with high school students, there's probably an interest in being able to do things after school, after school activities, sports, whatever it may be. So a power bank is gonna be critical in allowing them to stay connected without having to worry about finding a charger, right? And so if they're out and about, they're traveling, going to practice, this Mophie actually is a 10,000 milliamp battery that will essentially give 36 additional hours of video watching for anybody that's out and about. So again, if your phone's running low, you plug this thing in and you're good to go for at least another 36 hours.
Great option there. And then we're gonna move up to like maybe those who are now heading out to college.
Yes.
What do you got for them?
So this is a pretty exciting device to show off. So this is the new Samsung Fold 7. So you can see how thin that device is now. So this is some of the newest technology in phones.
Nice and sleek.
You got your front screen, so you can use your phone in any traditional way, but then it opens up and essentially almost becomes a tablet. So when you think about multitasking, watching YouTube videos, Hawaii News Now on YouTube if you need to.
Automatic.
Like, it's crazy how amazing you can what the amazing capabilities are of this device. So like here's an example. Here's, I'm looking at an internet browser. I'm wanting to see what's going on with the news. Maybe I want to add a YouTube view. So if I want to be able to like check out the news, but also watch a YouTube video, all of that can be done on one screen.
That is so cool. And you got to just show them how sleek this is.
Yes.
Like, boom, look how thin that is. And so when you close it and you got the phone aspect there, that's still looking nice and slim. This is perfect. You can still put that in your back pocket, anywhere. You're on the go. College students, always on the go, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's a great find. And then in addition to, keeping everybody connected, safety is a big issue, but also education as well. And you guys are doing Family Week. You guys are helping everybody out, right?
Yes. So, and then in addition, again, I mentioned earlier about our responsibility to make sure that there's, the way that these devices are used by younger users and helping parents understand different tools and best practices on taking care of their children. So we have many resources available. And so when you think about one of our apps called the Verizon Family app, it allows parents to be able to not only, again, without a watch, but on their regular devices, monitor where their children are at. It allows to, check for safety with your young drivers. It allows you to monitor their usage. You can turn the devices off connectivity-wise. So like if it's getting later in the evening and people should be sleeping and resting for school, you can shut that internet down as well. So
very cool. All right, and so you guys are doing Family Week, so people can come into a Verizon store, check you out if they have any questions about the specials or anything going on throughout the month of August. You guys are there to help. Yes.
Absolutely. We have 30 stores in the state of Hawaii ready to serve.
Boom, right there, and then scan the QR code right there on your screen. All the information, you got it right there in the palm of your hand if you just get one of these free devices with Verizon, right?
Yes.
Yes. All right, we're gonna have all the details on how HawaiianNowDaily.com. Erwin, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and get these products. Kids are ready. They're already back to school. Now you just got to keep them connected and safe. We'll be right back. Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Joining me now in studio is Renise Bain and Molly Schmidt of the American Red Cross Pacific Island region. Thank you two so much for joining me today.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, now we just saw you recently, and now we've added you to the mix here. Yes. You've been volunteering with the American Red Cross for a very long time. You've been honored in the past for the incredible work that you do. But if you wouldn't mind sharing with me now what your position is and how you folks continue to help the community.
I am now the Regional Disaster Officer for the Pacific Islands region. I oversee the Hawaiian Islands, Guam, CNMI, and American Samoa.
All right, and now as you step into this role, how has it changed the work that you do?
I've become the voice now. I used to be the worker bee that would just go out into the field and just carry out the actions and the tasks that were necessary to help the communities. And now I'm the voice, I'm the strategic planner, I'm the community connector to get our communities connected and talking to each other, and then supporting our government partners.
All right, now can we talk about what you do and why you do it? I know we were talking about this off camera, and it's all about passion. So if you can share with me why you are so passionate about the work that you do here in Hawaii. It's our people.
So I share with everyone, I came on to American Red Cross with the 2006 Mauna Loa landslide. My tita Sally Moses' house got buried from the landslide, and my coach Byron and his wife Kim activated our canoe team, and we showed up with shovels and dug her house from underneath the mountain. And these cool people with Red Cross vests showed up, and that was the best shoyu chicken we ever ate, because we were just working tirelessly trying to help Sally's home. And I'm talking with the volunteer, I learned that I didn't need to have work experience. I didn't need a resume. I could just walk in through the doors, get the training, learn the tools, get the experience, go out into the field and help the community.
Man, people like you inspire others like me and you to do work in the community and really donate our time to giving back. We were also talking about, when you're talking to Grace Lee, you mentioned all these hours, or she was mentioning all these hours of how much you volunteered. You're like, whoa, I did that? Like, you didn't even know you did that.
No.
Because you went in with your full heart, and we appreciate all that you do for our community. community.
Thank you.
Yes, and Molly, I wanted to move over to you. You've been with the American Red Cross Hawaii for a while now. And let's just talk about these last 2 years. I know the devastating wildfires, nearly 2 years tomorrow. So let's just talk about the work that you folks did then and how you continued throughout these last 2 years.
Yeah, the work in Maui has been so important because the history of the Hawaii Red Cross is really deep, and it goes back to our communities, and it's who we serve and it's who we are, because our volunteers are our residents on all the islands in all the Pacific areas that we cover. And that's the beauty of the American Red Cross, is it's grassroots, but then we have the skills and techniques and the backing of a large organization to provide the resources that really help our state, county, and local partners provide resources to the community. And it's all about resilience. If you think about what resilience is, it's the ability to bounce back and to provide for their families and each other. And that's what the American Red Cross can do, is provide those resources, skills, and training.
Yes, and you're mentioning partners. It's about everybody coming together. But when you are talking to the community and you're asking for support, how can everyone do that for you folks?
I've had the pleasure of being on for the last couple of days, and it is really about volunteerism, because the everyday volunteer, somebody who doesn't have any special expertise but just wants to help. People always say, how can I help? And it's come volunteer. We will give you the training, we will give you the resources, and we will give you the tools so that you can go out into the community and wear that really cool red vest and make a difference for those that you're providing help to.
Beautiful. And if people wanted to learn more about the American Red Cross Hawaii, what you folks are doing, how they can get involved, where would they go?
www.redcross.org.
All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining me today, and
Thank you.
mahalo for all that you do for our community here in Hawaii.
Thank you for having us.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more of Hi Now Daily. Mahalo, ladies. Thank you. Hey, good job, man. Welcome back to Hi Now Daily. The Kaneohe Bay Air Show is happening this weekend. It's open to the public on Saturday and Sunday. General admission is free, but there are some options for preferred seating tickets as well. Just head to their website, kbayairshow.com, for everything, including the lineup, base access, all the FAQs, and so much more. Go ahead and follow them on their Instagram at kbayairshow. Plus, we're collaborating with them for a giveaway. Just visit our Instagram at Hi Now Daily. But I wonder how the weather's going to be. I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist, but you are.
I was wondering that too. I was wondering how is the weather going to be for the show. We got a nice weekend ahead of us. I do want to show you what we're tracking going forward, so you can see in our first alert weather headlines. Again, we've had lighter winds out there over the past couple of days because of what was the remnants of Tropical Storm Gil moving to our north. Trades returning a little bit today. We're also tracking another tropical storm moving to our north. That's Tropical Storm Henriette. Also, a first alert for you. We got coastal flooding, high tides, king tides out there through Saturday afternoon, but I know you're wondering about the air show this weekend. Let's just take a quick look at our first alert futurecast. We're going to go forward in time. This is around Friday afternoon, 3 p.m. Still not seeing too much rainfall out there. It's going to be humid, and we're going to be seeing typical trade wind showers. But as we're going into this weekend, you might notice this right up here. This is Tropical Storm Henriette moving to the north of the island chain. This is really going to mess up our wind pattern out there, and it's going to be a little bit humid out there. So this is Saturday around 5 p.m. You're starting to see some more rainfall across the entirety of the island chain with those lighter winds causing those pop-up sea breeze showers, especially over leeward areas, and still some rainfall possible over this weekend for the air show. More so in the shower variety. It's not going to be a lot of heavy rainfall out there. Here's just a quick look at our first alert 7-day forecast. Sometimes, there it is. Sometimes we have technical difficulties. You can see as we're going into Sunday and Monday, we're tracking some more rainfall because of Henriette moving to our north. That's what I have in our first alert weather forecast, but we do want to check in with Jonathan with a quick look at first alert traffic.
Well, you can imagine, Drew, it's going to be very crowded heading into Kaneohe this weekend. So let's get to a map. I got to tell you, there are two major entry points to get into the Marine Corps Air Base right there. We have the Mokapu Gate and the 8th Street Gate, but it's going to be packed like we said. So plan ahead. This is what officials with the air show are telling you, is to carpool if you can or use public transportation. And if you're using Uber, Lyft, or taxi, request a ride to the Mokapu Gate and you'll be dropped off there at a Marine Mart, and then you'll be shuttling to the air show. Again, it's going to be first come, first serve when it comes to the parking. And as you can imagine, there's going to be a lot of people heading into that area. The parking is limited. I want to stress to you, first come, first serve. So again, the stressing part is carpool, use public transportation, use Uber or Lyft or taxi to get the best results and probably alleviate some of the stress getting there. That's your latest for the air show. Rachel, Drew, back to you.
You know, Rachel, I've heard a lot of people talking about this air show. It seems like it'd be a really big event. I've never seen one before. I've never been to an air show.
You're going to have to go.
I'm going to have to go.
Yeah, it's free to the general public. Just make sure you carpool, is what Jonathan told us.
Exactly.
Great tip. So thank you to Jonathan. And of course, all the information, just pull out your phones one more time, scan the QR code on your screen, and you're good to go. Has everything there. Go ahead and check it out. Kaneohe Bay Air Show. That's on August 9th and 10th. Go check it out, Drew.
I'm going to have to. I'm going to pull out my phone right now and scan that QR code.
Yes. Go ahead and get that phone. And hey, you can also get another phone too from Verizon if you want.
Okay, all right.
All right, we're going to go to break. You're watching Hi Now Daily. Get those tickets. Yeah.
Wait.
Hey, we're excited to welcome back Alex Wang, the owner of Clean Max Auto Detailing, who just returned from Seattle after working on the historic Air Force One for the second year in a row. Alex, welcome back.
Thank you.
Very excited to have you here with us. Now, for the second year in a row, you were able to go back to Seattle to work on the Air Force One detailing project. What was that like for you?
This year was more meaningful and more special for me. And the last year was already like surreal. I can't believe. And but for coming back, I feel more trust, more confidence. And especially this year, our team lifted me up to polish the American flag on the tail of Air Force One. And that's like a dream. And it's not like everybody can touch that part. And I don't want to mess up. And also, some job just a job, but this one I felt bigger.
Absolutely. Again, it's a big-time kuleana for anyone who's put in that position. Alex, for people who don't know, tell us more about the detailing project for Air Force One.
Yeah, so it's a volunteer team of the best detailer from cross country. And the first thing, you have to become a maiden member for Detail Mafia. Then you can qualify to turn in application. But this not means you're gonna get 100% get selected. And we come together and work together every year at the Museum of Flying Seattle to restore and preserving historic aircraft, especially the Air Force One. It's been 23 years.
That's incredible. And to have someone up there representing Hawaii is really special as well. I think Alex was saying there's 3 of them total. But what does this mean for your work back here in Hawaii and all the wonderful service you provide with Clean Max Auto Detail?
So I always tell people the same techniques, the same product that I use on Air Force One. I use the same thing right here at my shop in Honolulu. And this special project is definitely raised the bar and raised my standard. Right now, I treat every single vehicle same as I work on Air Force One.
Now, Alex, what was, I mean, an incredible experience to be a part of that detailing project in Seattle. Here at home, you're servicing dozens of vehicles almost daily. What's been the most rewarding part of this year so far for you?
Yeah, the most powerful moment was the CEO of the Museum of Flight, Matt. He shared something to our team during our launch time. He said, we don't have the wall around those planes. We don't have cover. It will cost $75 million to build a wall. And that's a lot of money. But you guys are the wall. You are the ones protecting them. That's really give me a chills and really touched my bottom heart. My tears literally came out right away. It's also reminded me this is not just a detailing project, it's a mission.
What are your final thoughts as we wrap up here today, and what do you hope people take away with them?
I just want to say it's privileged to represent Hawaii on the national stage. And I also want to say this is not just my personal achievement, it's ours. I'll carry Aloha spirit with me to up there, and I'll bring everything I've learned back home to serve my customer at the top of level.
Well, that is awesome. Hey, congratulations again for being a part of it. Second year in a row. And if you want presidential level detailing here in Hawaii, check out Clean Max Auto Detailing at 940 Queen Street, Suite B. We'll have all this up at HiNowDaily.com.
Welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Now that I have you all intrigued, we are back with Elisa Onishi of Hawaiian Airlines. Last time we checked in with her, we were talking about Hawaiian Miles and this transition into a combined loyalty program. Now she's back. She's going to tell us all about where you folks are at.
Thanks, Rachel. We're a few weeks out of announcing the new combined loyalty program, so we're really excited about that. It's going to be one of the most generous programs in the industry. And for right now, a few weeks out of announcing, but for Hawaiian Miles specifically, nothing will change until October 1st, okay? So just want to make sure everyone knows that October 1st is the date where Hawaiian Miles will transition into the combined loyalty program.
All right. So for those who have accounts, whether that be the Hawaiian Miles side or the Alaska side, what should people do at this point?
Right, so we're getting a lot of questions about this, so thanks, and thanks for all of those that submitted questions and topics they wanted us to cover. So right now, if you have a Hawaiian Miles account and an Alaska mileage account, we are asking that you link the program, or you link your 2 accounts right away. Okay. And when you link the 2 accounts right away, it'll turn into 1 account in the new program, right? If you don't link the 2 accounts and it goes into the new program, you're gonna have a much harder time linking them later. So we're just advising anyone who already has a Hawaiian Miles account and an Alaska mileage account to link those two accounts. It's really easy. You can log into either account. You'll just need to know your account number and your passwords for both, which is hard for some folks, right? So know that going in, know both, log in, there'll be a prompt to link, and it's really like a two-step process, so very easy.
Yes, one of our coworkers was just pulling up his app and he did it right here. It just took him a few minutes, but yeah, that was the easy part. The prompts tell you what to do, where to go, grab your password, and you're good to go for the linking. You want to do that now to save time later on after October 1st. But for those like me who have just the Hawaiian Airlines account, I just sit back, relax, and just watch this all happen, right?
Absolutely. There's nothing you have to do, no action to take. If you just have a Hawaiian Miles account, you can sit back and relax. October 1st, your account will transition into the new program. All of your miles, I'm going to repeat it, all of your miles at the same value your miles are at today will transfer into the new program.
Beautiful. So miles will transfer. You're good to go. What about status?
Status will be defined in the new program, and so really it depends on how many miles you have and what status you're at today. So when you transfer into that new program, all of that will be explained to you.
Nice, and it'll be like an equivalent. Whatever you have on Hawaiian side, it'll be the equivalent when you combine.
It'll be very clear on what status you have in the current program and what is going to be in the new program. And again, miles will transfer, miles don't expire, and that'll continue on in the new program.
Very cool. And then I also wanted to talk about Huaka'i by Hawaiian. Tell me a little bit about that. I know it's a huge perk for us locals here in Hawaii.
It really is. And so we created Huaka'i by Hawaiian to continue to give discounts and special offerings, special perks, exclusivity to our Kamaʻāina. So it's a program just for residents of Hawaii. And we ask that you just have to sign up to the program. It's free to sign up if you have a Hawaiian Miles account. Sign up now. We're doing a bunch of really exciting things in August.
Ooh, what kind of exciting things in August?
So outside of the normal monthly deal that all Huaka'i by Hawaiian members will get, and the free bags between inner islands, we're trying to create special exclusive perks. And so the first thing that we're launching is a sweepstakes in partnership with our friends at Hawaii Food and Wine, who we've been supporting for a while now. It's their 15th year. And so we've created a sweepstakes just for Huaka'i by Hawaiian members. And so you have to be a member in the month of August. So sign up if you haven't signed up already. You're going to win 2 inner island tickets. This event is on the island of Maui. We've partnered with our Sheraton Maui Resort and Spa for a 2-night stay, and you get to go to one of my favorite Hawaii Food and Wine Festival events.
Yay!
Listen to this title. It's World of Wagyu Wine and Whiskey.
Oh, like, 3 of my favorites.
Like, what more do you need in life, right? On Kanapali. And so it's just going to be a beautiful sweepstakes, a wonderful event. This event sells out every year. It's really hard to get to, and so we're giving exclusive access.
Yes, that is your chance. It sells out every year. This is your chance to go ahead, sign up for Huaka'i by Hawaiian, enter that sweepstakes. When can they enter? When will the drawing be?
Yep, so if you are currently a Huaka'i member, you do not have to do anything. You will be automatically entered into the sweepstakes. If you have to sign up by August 31st, if you are not a member. Okay, so just log into your Hawaiian Miles account. Remember your username and password, log into that account, and it'll be a quick sign up for Huaka'i. Join. If you don't know if you're a member or not, if you haven't been receiving the emails and the offers, you probably haven't signed up yet. So just go ahead and sign up again. Get in there. You want to make sure you're a Huaka'i member by the end of August.
Okay.
But we also have another perk.
Ooh, so, more perks. They just keep coming with Huaka'i by Hawaiian.
Absolutely. We're doing our best for our Kamaʻāina. If you sign up, if you are a Huaka'i member, by August 10th, you'll get 1 month free of Apple TV to see Chief of War.
Oh my goodness, what a perk. So many things come in, so make sure you sign up because they're gonna keep coming. They're always doing incredible perks if you're Huaka'i by Hawaiian. And then my last question before we go to break, credit cards.
Credit cards, So if you have a Hawaiian Airlines World Elite MasterCard or Bank of Hawaii debit card, you can continue to use them. You'll still earn miles. All those miles will transfer into the new program. Even after the program launches, you can still use your World Elite MasterCard and debit card. And so, nothing will really change for card holders. And if you have any questions or things that we didn't answer here today, like you can go to hawaiianairlines.com/loyalty.
Beautiful. So go ahead and check that out. You got the prompt there right on your screen. Scan the QR code. episode. Put those questions in. We're gonna come back with Elisa and she's gonna answer because we're gonna always keep bringing you guys back on until everybody knows the 411 on the Huaka'i by Hawaiian and of course the combined loyalty program. So thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
All right, and go enter the sweepstakes. Obviously, that means just sign up for Huaka'i by Hawaiian and you're already entered. All right, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back with more of Hainao Daily.
Eia nā pu'ukani o keia lā, o kainani ka haunaele a me kani au lono hapai me kala aua mele, o ahe nani ka lau lā o puna.
talking about something every homeowner needs to know: how to protect yourself when hiring a contractor. From making sure that they're properly licensed to knowing your options if something goes absolutely wrong. And we're breaking it all down with the Department of Commerce and Consumer Affairs. And joining us from the Contractors Licensing Board are a couple of their board members and experts. Paul, 20 years under your belt, and Randy, 33 years under your belt as licensed contractors. Thank you for coming in.
Well, thank you.
Okay, Randy, I want to start with you. Why is it important to hire a licensed contractor?
When we get applicants to become a contractor, we review them for experience, for training, and for financial integrity.
Okay, these are all very important notes too. For people who are doing their initial research on doing projects in their own home, is there a certain minimum requirement where they need to hire a licensed contractor?
Absolutely. So the minimum requirement to do any home is $1,500. That includes the cost of material and labor. And any kind of building, electrical, or plumbing work involved.
Okay, so it's good to know that there's a certain amount, $1,500 minimum and up. Go get your research and doing to that independent contractor.
Yes.
And Randy, I want to kind of address back to you. So hiring someone who isn't licensed, what are the dangers of that?
Well, for a homeowner, it's a big investment, and you might get shoddy work, you might get no work at all.
Right.
You might carry the liabilities for the payment of the materials and the subcontractors.
Also, for people who are in the research process, want to verify an independent contractor, where can they go to check?
They can go to businesscheck.hawaii.gov.
Okay, a really quick and easy way to verify if someone is legit. I love it. You know, Randy, I want to talk about what are some of the steps to avoid getting taken advantage of?
Make sure you get a contract signed by both parties, the homeowner and the contractor, and make sure you don't pay up front. Your first step would be to get a set of plans and specifications drawn up by a licensed architect or engineer. And with those plans, they'll develop it to a permit set of drawings.
Okay.
While you're applying for a permit, at the same time, you can go out for pricing on it. And you want to take a minimum of 2 prices.
It's good to know your options too when you have 2 of those prices and you can verify both of them.
That's right. And when contractors know there's multiple bidding entities, they're going to be more competitive.
That's right. That's right. And also, I know we talked about the dangers of hiring an unlicensed contractor, but there's also people out there who may be thinking of being their own contractor as a homeowner, right? So talk about real quick the dangers of doing that.
As a homeowner, if you own the property, you have the right to act as your own general contractor, but you have to understand what are the responsibilities of a general contractor as far as the insurances and hiring also licensed subcontractors. You know, you're at risk if you take the homeowner builder route.
I know this is such an important step in a lot of homeowners' journey. You want to make sure you get it right the first time. So if people are doing initial research on hiring an independent contractor, where can they go to find more information?
You go to our website, licensedcontractor.hawaii.gov.
Good advice. Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Paul, for so much for coming in. So don't hire the wrong crew. Make sure you get that licensed contractor. We'll also post more details on HiNowDaily.com.
Football is back. The NFL preseason is underway, and we have a few games coming up that will air on Hawaii News Now starting today at 4 p.m. on K5. That's right after this show. It's the Las Vegas Raiders, and they're going to take on the Seahawks in Seattle. And then tomorrow, starting at 1 p.m. on KGMB, it's the Browns versus the Panthers. On Saturday at 2 p.m. on KCHNL, it's the Kansas City Chiefs up against the Arizona Cardinals. Then there are two games on Sunday. One on K5 at 10 a.m. It's the Saints versus the Chargers. And at noon on KCHNL, the Dolphins versus the Bears. Oh, bad. And here's a live look from our camera that shows off the views and vibes from Oahu's west side. Right now, you're looking at Kamaʻāina Sundays, which is located out there in Kapolei. And tomorrow, August 8th, that's the finale of their Summer Vibes concert series at Kamaʻāina Sundays. Multiple Nahoku Hanohano Award winner Taimane will be featured there at Center Court from 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. For details on the free concert, just scan the code right there on your screen. And remember, Verizon has amazing specials going on right now, all of August. So go ahead and head into one of those stores or check them out online. And then Iolani Palace, the friends of Iolani Palace, they've got their Poi Supper that's happening on August 31st. Get your tickets to Poi Supper on their website. Thanks so much.